All right, so welcome to Quarantini in downtown San Diego. Figure there's nothing better to do than to fix yourself a Quarantini, a nice delicious drink. Tonight's drink that I'm gonna do is called, I call it the Long Hot Summer Kamp. It was borrowed, really stolen from a bar in New York City. Some friends and I were out drinking before going to a restaurant. One of my friends ordered this drink. I really liked it. So I took a photo of the menu that just said the ingredients, and I kind of futzed around with it until I figured out a ratio that I liked. Long Hot Summer Kamp, it's inspired by my good friend Laura Molenkamp. So let's go to make it. So this is one of my favorite drinks. So get yourself some gin. I really like Hendrick's. Hendrick's is a little more on the expensive-ish side, but it's worth it. Aperol, if you're just kind of, this is kind of an esoteric liquor, but go to your Bevmo, they will shop for you and hand it to you from a 6-foot distance. Lemon juice, orange juice, and last but not least is honey. And actually, this is not don't just put like plain honey in a drink. It's not gonna incorporate, it's way too syrupy. What I used to do is I would make this honey syrup by combining equal parts by volume honey and water, and just slowly kind of simmering it on the stove until it all dissolved into almost a liquid. But a cocktail book that I got recently recommended to take 540 grams of honey and whisk it with 100 grams of water. That makes this, which is obviously much more concentrated, but I mean the honey is kind of coming out of solution at the bottom. It's gonna be a little stronger, I don't know. Put some water and some honey and you got some honey syrup. You'll need some ice, of course. One fewer ice, you'll need a cocktail shaker, something to measure with, and something to put your drink in. I like a martini glass because it makes me feel fancy. All right, so I like to start with, I got one of these little jiggers. It's two-sided. The top one is 1.5 ounces. The bottom one is 3/4 ounce. I do one of the big side, one of the small side. So what does that work out to be? 2¼ ounces. If you want to do 2 of the big side, give yourself, let's add the ice in here. If you want to give yourself, a 3-ounce cocktail, it's the end of the world. You might as well do it. No one's going to judge you. Do some extra push-ups, when you can't go to the gym, and do some push-ups in your living room. All right, so I did that. Aperol. So then it's just actually equal parts, the rest of them. I flip it over to the small side. So we're gonna do, what did I say that was? 3/4 ounce of Aperol. Aperol is kind of like Campari, sort of. It's got like a orangey, herbal stuff going on with it. I don't know, it tastes good. All right, give your lemon a shake. Another 3/4 of lemon. I'm not on my game. All right, unfuck your mistake. There you go. This is just orange juice. I put it in a little container thing here. Makes it easier to measure it out without making a mess with a giant jug. And this goes into the shaker, not into, I'm just gonna move this so I don't do that. And then last is the honey. When I first did this drink with the 1-to-1 ratio of honey, water, syrup, I did another, small little guy. I'm gonna do around the same. This is more concentrated, so it's gonna be sweeter, but let's just do that. So that's it. Those are all your ingredients. They just all go into the shaker. Then the fun part. There you go. And just strain it out. And it's this pretty kind of orangish color. It's got a lot of juice in it. Even with a lot of alcohol, a decent amount of alcohol, it tastes pretty good. There we go. So it's good. I mean, the gin makes it pretty strong, but the orange juice, the citrus, balances out or hides it, and the honey, sweetens it up. It's pretty good. If you're looking to pair it with something, I recommend making another one because what else are you gonna do? So, cheers.